all of that coming up. But over the past weeks, as regular listeners and viewers will know, we've looked a great deal at homelessness in this country, Auckland in particular, emergency housing and huge debts to wins for it. We have more on that coming up later tonight. The high cost of housing, the shortage of housing at rentals people can afford. And as the extent of the problem became apparent, Te Puea Marae in Auckland opened its doors to people, an act of generosity and humanity that has seen them becoming a temporary home to roughly 30 families. One of the children who's arrived at Te Puea is T.A. She's 11. Her mum has a job, which is precious, obviously, and means they're staying in Auckland, but she doesn't earn enough to cover the costs of private housing, and they've slipped through the cracks of social housing provision. So they live in a van. This afternoon, T.A. told me about her life.
I am living in Te Puea Marae.
And what's that like?
It's pretty cool. It's cool how they opened up their doors to us. But yeah, I just want a house and that.
And where were you living before Te Puea Marae?
In our van. Yeah.
And who's in your van? Who was in your van every night?
Mum, Dad, my 3 brothers and 2 sisters, and me.
So in total, how many of you?
That's 8.
8 in total in one van. And did you sleep in your van every night?
Yes.
And how long have you been doing that for, T.A.?
Around February.
So for some months now?
Yes.
And what's that like? Do you get any sleep?
Some nights.
Yeah, if people get sick or if people are wriggling around or you need to go outside for a wee or something, it must be quite tough.
Yes, very.
And where do you shower? Where do you go to the toilet? Where do you get changed? Where do you just get to be by yourself?
There's no space for by yourself. But we used to shower at my mum's job.
At your mum's job?
In the morning, early.
What time?
Around about 6, 7.
So before everyone starts work, you go into your mum's job and use the shower?
Yes.
You went for a scholarship to St Cuthsai here and you sat the exam, did you?
Yes.
And how did you go?
I think I did pretty good for how I do in school, but made it. I just missed out. There are some girls that are more fortunate than me.
How much did you miss out by?
2 points.
So you missed out on getting a scholarship to St Cuths by 2 marks?
Yes, but that's okay.
And you're living in a van?
Yes, it just made me push myself more to do better. Yeah.
Well, where do you do your homework? Where do you do your homework? Where do you sit to study? Where did you swap for your tests? Where do you write your essays? Where do you do your reading?
Mum's office.
So your mum's got a job?
Yes.
But it's not enough money for you all to be able to afford a house?
Yeah. Houses are very expensive these days.
Yeah, they are. They're very expensive these days. Lots of people are talking about that, T.A. T.A., what do you like at school?
My favourite subjects are maths and writing.
Maths and writing?
Yes.
And are you good at maths and writing?
Yes, I'm very good.
Good girl. That's something to be proud of.
Yes.
And do you play any sport?
I play netball.
And what position? What's your favourite position?
Wing attack, actually.
What do you want? T.A., what do you want most of all in the world?
A library.
Are you going to have another go at that scholarship?
Yes.
And how are your brothers and sisters? Are they all happy?
No, they're not happy, but they're okay.
And are they healthy? Do people get colds? Do people get sick when you're sleeping in that van? 8 of you in one van?
Yes, they're all sick. Even I'm sick right now.
Yeah, I can hear you've got a bit of a sniffle.
Yes.
What's it been like at the marae? Has it been nice to have a little bit of space to yourself?
Yes, it actually has, and they have good food.
Oh, do they? Oh,
Yes.
that's nice. What do you eat normally? What are your family meals? What do you have in the evening for dinner?
Mm. Oh, we used to have takeaways, but we're all sick of takeaways.
Because you've got no kitchen, I guess, right? Nowhere to cook, nowhere to sit down around a table and eat. So you just have to get takeaways and eat them in the van, do you?
Yes. Or sometimes we go to parks and drive around and eat our food. The hardest part is actually not being able to read in the van because you don't have space. They're all up in your face.
Yeah, I bet. Wriggling. Have you got little brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Yeah,
I,
they wriggle, don't they? They're never still.
yeah. And there's not much light because we'll waste the battery. I can't read.
Yeah. What would you like to tell the Prime Minister about your life? Have you ever thought about that? Do you know John Key? Do you know about him?
Yes.
What
I
what
actually studied him.
what would you like to say to him about the fact that you live in a van?
Um, Try walking in my shoes. Not actually that easy.
Try walking in my shoes. It's not actually that easy. That's TA. She's 11 years old. Her family has been taken in by Te Puia marae. 30 families have been taken in by the marae in Auckland as the housing crisis takes its toll. TA is part of a family of 8 who have been sleeping in a van for some months prior to being taken in by the marae. We will have more on that story and the politics of it all later in Check.